Oh no.
You're not live it?
Yeah, I'm live.
Oh, okay.
Why?
This is man. Stop watching me, you free.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday night's Balls to Cancer Ask Auntie Dee, Facebook and YouTube live. I'm doing a bit of moving around the set. Well, not that much. I've just moved to the other end of the sofa. If I'm completely honest with you. Right, here we go. Share. Right, post. Live now. And I'll fill you in a minute. With Walls, Legend, Mel Eves. Here we go. Here you go, girl child. She is live. She's live, Andy Conway. Yep, she's live here on Balls to Cancer, Facebook and YouTube live, wearing her hashtag Ask Auntie Dee hoodie. Because wasn't it a beautiful day today?
I never left the house.
She don't know, she never left the house. I'm joined by hashtag Girl Child, who will be joining us for the show today. So I must apologise if you start hearing clinking noises. It's just she's decided to have her dinner.
Man,
What?
it's smelling beautiful. It's like I couldn't sit and wait an hour to eat this. So you mad, so I just went.
See, this is the thing, you see. Her mama's a good cook. So obviously, you know, she could smell the food and she thought to herself, do I sit here and wait until 8 o'clock to have my dinner? No, I'm going to sneak it in now. So how's everyone doing? I'd say a massive hello to Steph Olupuna. I hope I've pronounced that right, my lovely, who's tuned in tonight from Essex. The beautiful Leah Taylor, who's tuned in from Walsall. I don't know why I found that so funny, to be fair. I don't know why I found. It's like I'm going on like Essex is some exotic place.
Wow.
It's kind of like, you know, nothing to say that Warsaw isn't exotic, is it? Yeah, we like looks can be deceiving, can't they? Hashtag girl child.
Stop laughing.
It's like I say, you know, you just swore it was see, Steph showing her roots. She's originally from Cannock. See, I knew we had nothing but classy birds on our Balls to Cancer live. Leona Bailey, hello, beautiful. Thank you for joining us tonight. Chris White, hello, gorgeous. You all right, my darling? And the lovely McBride. So, yes, so welcome.
Hey, Christina.
Oh, Caitlin said, hey, Christina. You know she's sucking up to you, don't you? Because she's a foodie, you see. And she sucks up to anyone who can provide her with a food group. So what's everyone been up to then? Tell Auntie Dee what you've been doing. We haven't been up to much, have we?
No, not really.
No.
There's not much to do.
I know you ain't classy, Brazil. Her. That's why I was addressing everyone else who was in the room, not you.
That's a
but you know I love you. I love each and every single one of you. I really, really do. Yeah, so there you go. Homeschooling has been driving me crazy. But do you know why? Because I'm not as clever as I thought I was. And I think that's the problem, isn't it, with homeschooling? It's like you're sitting here and you start hearing all these questions. And the thing is, you see, there's this thing called Microsoft Teams. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. And I've got it on my phone. I've got it on my tablet. Gerard has obviously got it on his computer. So I'm like, you know, keeping on track and answering questions. Answering questions when I shouldn't be answering questions.
But, you've been answering questions on behalf of Gerard?
No, I haven't been answering questions on behalf of my son.
Tell the truth.
Mm.
I think the teachers would have realised it anyway. Yeah, that clever.
Yeah, do you know something? But I must admit, I got a beautiful little postcard from the school the other day. Is it there? And I'll share it with these amazing people. Charlie Strong, who was our winner spinner winner last week. Hello, Charlie.
There's this one.
Yeah, pass it here.
Stretch.
Yeah, look.
Can't find the other one, I'm afraid.
Can you see that, guys?
Is there one or two?
Star of the week. Have you checked out the lesson? RE. He's a star of the week in RE. What can I say?
We said RE.
It's RE, isn't it? RE. As a Catholic, I'm very proud that he's excelling in RE.
I don't know why they changed it, because when I was there, it was RS.
See, no, it was RE back in the day when I was young, back in the day. And then it went to RS, which was what? Religious studies. And now it's back to RE by the sounds of things. Yes.
I don't think anyone knows anymore.
So I've got a little priest on my hands.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
so hopefully he's excelling so much he'll go into the ministry or something and live on a little island all on his own. And have no contact with the family. No, oh no, I couldn't do that. I'd miss him. I really would. So let's have a little look. I'm obviously going to have to say, hello to you all and keep up with messages because someone's still stuffing her face. Do you know what I mean? So let's have a look. Yeah, I've said the beautiful Hayley. Leah would like to say thank you so much to Balls to Cancer for Rachel's parcels. She started chemotherapy this week and they really cheered her up. Oh, God bless you. And that's another thing, guys. Don't forget, that's what Balls to Cancer are here for. They're here to support any family that's been affected in any way whatsoever by the dreaded cancer.
Yes, Mark. Gerard is a little something.
Oh, she can pick up the tablet when someone's cussing her brother. Honest to God.
Could you imagine? Pope Gerard.
Oh my God, yeah. Pope Gerard. Pope Gerard the First. I don't think there's been another one, has there?
No one's dumb enough to name their son after a footballer like you.
Do you hear that? I've just said, right? I've just said it would be a real proud mum moment if my son became the first ever Pope Gerard. And then I said, because I don't think a Pope's ever been called Gerard. And do you know what she's just said? #girlchild has just said, no, there hasn't, because no one would be stupid enough to call their son after a footballer. I nearly outed her full name there, because I'm really like... And so
Go on then, out my full name, because I love it, Deirdre.
Out my full name, Deirdre. It's not very often I get called Deirdre.
Deirdre Barlow.
Not very often at all. Well, we'd like to say a massive hello to Kirsty Ward. Kirsty's a little bit poorly tonight, so just hang on in there as long as you can, sweetie. And everybody at Balls to Cancer loves the bones off you, and we really, really hope you're working well. And I'm not going to mention what Susan Bates has just put. All right, then I will. Thank you, Dee, for your hard work. I ain't done nothing to see what you're on about. The beautiful Brian Mitten's in. See, they're all coming in now, thick and fast. See, everyone's so proud of my little religious child. Simon, hello, Simon. Haven't seen you in here for a long time, if not at all, to be fair. Welcome to the madhouse, because that's what it is, honest to God. Popes don't use their real names. Did you know that?
No. So who the hell is Pope Francis?
I thought Francis was his real name.
I thought, oh.
Yeah?
Wow.
God, Caitlin, you're a really bad Catholic.
I could say the same thing for you, Princess.
Anyway, so as you're all aware, every week on Ask Auntie Dee, we are joined by a very, very special guest who's going to pop in and have a little chat about all things Balls to Cancer and all things themselves. And I am over the moon excited to announce that tonight's very, very special guest is Mel Eves, who is an absolute legend at the Molyneux. Now, he's in the studio I'm just having a quick check because obviously I've got a habit of clicking on buttons and bringing them in, and I've had a couple of people that are still eating their dinner, a couple that are watching the football, one of them ones. So let's give a very, very warm balls to cancer welcome to the legend that is Mel Eves. So I must have. There he is. Hello, Mel.
How are you, Dee? How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful, thank you. Wonderful.
Oh,
I'm
God,
giving you a big virtual hug now, Dee.
Oh my goodness, I could do with one of them. I'm telling you, it's been strange times, hasn't it, Mel? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
we've had a bit of a crappy week, shall we say? Because I'm allowed to say what I want apparently on my lives.
You say what you want, Dee. There's no. I don't go along with this political correctness bollocks either. So there you go.
I love you, bollocks. And I think you're the only person that's ever said bollocks on one of my lives,
Well, it's all a load of balls, isn't it? So balls to cancer. There you go.
There you go. And obviously, Mel, I know you're a massive, massive supporter of balls to cancer.
Yeah.
What did you think I was going to say when I started saying massive, massive, Mel?
Well, massive supporter of balls to cancer. That's what I thought you were going to say.
I know I did. Because obviously I've met you a few times at different events that they've let on.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely loads of love here. Everyone's saying hello. Sue, obviously she adores you. Andy Conway's just a law unto himself. We'll just ignore him. No, and we've got the beautiful Jean in. Now, Jean, I know, is probably one of your biggest fans. And obviously, we lost Ivan last week, and everybody and he absolutely adored you. So I'm going to cut to the chase now. Now, balls to cancer. We've got an all-stars football team planned for a charity game in the summer. Will Mel Eves put on his boots and get them knees out in honour of our Balls to Cancer All-Stars football team?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it'd be an absolute pleasure.
Woo-hoo! Oh, that's amazing.
As you know, I'm the player manager, obviously more manager than player, but I still do a little, like to get the shorts and get out and have a little run around. Because there's you're a long time not being able to run around. That's the thing. So so I do that. We've got the Wolves All Stars charity football team, as that we didn't play that first for the first year of the 20 odd years I've been involved as the manager. First year we didn't play last year because of the obvious. So because we don't usually play January, February, and by the time we'd got our first games organised, we had to call everything off. So it's everybody for six, hasn't it? But it hit us for six because we usually help good, really worthwhile causes such as Balls to Cancer and loads of other worldwide as well as worthwhile causes, charities. So we raise a lot of money because I know that over the last 20 years we've raised well over £500,000 for really good causes. So
that's absolutely amazing. It really is. And obviously, fingers crossed, no, not fingers crossed at all, because we'll get you in them shorts and get them little boots on again.
The knees are a little bit more knobbly than they used to be, I'll tell you.
Oh, you'll be all right, because there'll be plenty of people there. We'll be able to, we'll keep an eye on them little knobbly knees for you, honestly. But we're just so excited. It's just so amazing to be able to start planning events again. It really is. And I think, the first one coming up, obviously, we've got loads of people out there because charities have really, really struggled with regards to fundraising, especially the smaller ones. And it's kind of like now, it's kind of like our hopes have been lifted a bit because we've started hearing about these, amazing fundraising events that people are doing now for Balls to Cancer. And it just does make you think there's a light at the end of that tunnel.
Well, yes, I think that what you think about comes about. So it's all about, I say, success or results, because it's a results business. So,
is this your book?
And this is the book that I'm writing now. The book I've just finished is this one, the 3 E's. How to achieve optimum performance. So if anybody wants to get a copy of that free, just go to my website, meleves.com, melevs.com, and you can get an ebook version of that, not the physical version, but you can get the ebook version. So just read out all about the 3 E's, which is how we connect, how it's important. The 3 E's stand for exercise, what we eat.
You lost me at the first email.
Well, it's how we exercise or don't, how we eat or don't, and then how we control our emotions under pressure, because it's all about emotional intelligence. But you know all about that, Auntie Dee, because you're so masterful when it comes to attitude, because attitude determines your altitude. And if you hadn't got a Boston attitude, Dee, you wouldn't be as brilliant as you are, my lovely.
See, Mel, I absolutely
simple as that.
I absolutely ooze attitude. I've just got to work on the exercise and the eating. It's like, so I'm kind of doing it in 3, 2, 1 order. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but the big thing is that the third one, the keep controlling your emotions under pressure, or your attitude, or how you think about things. That's the most important, really. That's the most important. The other two we have to do, because we've got the physical body that we have to kind of look after a little bit. So there you go.
At least it's hard work looking after this body.
It's been really hard for everybody, for us all. Over the last year, it's been crazy. So honestly, it's been very, very difficult. Yeah.
Well, listen, let's have a little talk about Mel Eves, shall we? Now, obviously,
who's that? Who are you? Who are you?
Legend. No, obviously, if we go back to like the very, very beginning, and it's kind of like, is it like the steroid when they say, were you born with a football at your feet, Mel?
I was born in a little fishing village between Wolverhampton and Walsall called Darlaston. I was born in Darlow, and they did fish in the cut when I was a kid. I don't know whether they do now. It's probably just prams and anything else, but there were actually fish in it when I was a kid, and I was born into a wolf supporting family. And you'll love this, Dee, and everybody. I was actually born in a pub, not a hospital. I was born in a pub.
Oh my God. And it's funny you should say that, because I remember my mum saying to me, when my mum went into labour with me, my dad, they got a lift. I mean, we only lived about 2 minutes, but they got a lift to Dudley Road Hospital, They got out the car. My dad put my mum's suitcase down and went, "See you later, Kath," and went off to the local pub.
Well, if you're going to do it, you do it in style. But I was born in a place called the Dartmouth Arms, which is probably on the edge of Asda's car park in Darlaston now, because it's not there anymore. But then another pub that I moved to when I think I was about 2 was the Herbert's Park Tavern. So that's the only place I remember, the Herbert's Park Tavern, because I was there till I was about 7, and that's still there. And then at 7, I moved to Wensfield, to the Red Lion on the corner of Amos Lane and Presswood Road, and that's still there.
Wow.
And then at 19, I moved from there, but when I just signed for the Wolves because my dad was coming up to retirement age anyway from the pub, and then he moved from the living in the pub to a council house. Moved into the council house then in Whitmarines.
Wow. And it's like, and I think it you know what I absolutely love is how, like, obviously, you know, you made it in football, you played for the team, obviously, you know, that your parents supported and blah blah blah. And it's kind of like, and you've never kind of moved and never, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, would you say your heart is with Wolves?
Yeah, I'm kind of, you cut me, I'm kind of black and gold. So it's, I was born at a time when Wolves were the best team in the country. Literally, the Jimmy Mullen, Billy Wright era was in the 50s, was the time when Wolves were the best team. Then later on in the 50s, kind of Man United got a lot of accolades as well on the back of the Munich air disaster. And then, but Wolves were classed as the best team in Europe, not by anybody in Britain, but by the European press, because they beat all of the top teams in Europe under floodlights at Molineux and abroad. So
no, doing that now. That's honestly, you know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously, it's kind of like, I mean, we weren't like, I suppose, a football-y household. My dad, God bless him, ended up with 2 girls, but it was kind of like the Irish background. We were very into, like, the, you know, watching the rugby and the Gaelic football and the hurling, etc. And I think that's kind of why I went with the flow. And I probably was, you know, when I started to like watching football, I decided to support Liverpool, kind of thing. But it's like really mad, isn't it? But you know, and I can't. But obviously, my kids now, Caitlin, she's a Villa supporter, Mel.
They're doing it. Villa are all right. Villa are doing okay. That's okay. Could be worse.
Yeah. Last season, honest to God, yeah, it could be. But it's kind of like, can we just quickly ask you? Helen would like to ask you, how would you rate Sir Bobby Robson as an England manager?
Well, he was probably one of the nicest men that I've ever met, because I actually played for Bobby Robson. I went on an England tour, which would be classed as a B tour, but he was the manager. My year that I broke through into the Wolves first team, at the end of that season, I was called up into an England team with Sir Bobby Robson was the manager, and I spoke to him after, when he was managing all over the place, PSV and everywhere. So afterwards, after I'd finished playing as well, when I was a football agent. So lovely man, absolutely wonderful man.
And that's what I'm saying.
Can't say enough good things about Bobby Robson.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, the world are kind of like the managers now. They just come and go so quick, don't they? It's like, you know, I think a lot of clubs, they're very easy. The second the fans start calling blah, 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 out. It's like, you can't do it nowadays, can you?
It's a thankless job at times, because it's, I don't think any of us, you know, so we go to work, whatever our work is, we don't really have to, we don't get it reported in the papers every day. We're not live on TV every time our work comes in. And then if we don't actually get a piece of work in on time, or we turn up late, or we get something wrong at the shop that we're working at, or the business we're working at, or whatever, it's not national news, is it? It's not even news for anybody else. But a football manager, it is. You kind of, and you've only got to lose, I know managers have told me, you've only got to lose 2-3 games on the trot and you're under pressure.
I'm telling you. We've got another. Who would you consider to be the best Wolves manager ever?
Well, the best Wolves manager ever is obviously Stan Cullis, but in my opinion, but if you're asking me the best Wolves managers, say that, then I can only say the ones that I play for as well. And obviously Bill McGarry was pretty successful. I only had 1 year under Bill, and then he left. Then I was with Sammy Chung. But John Barnwell and Richie Barker were brilliant with me, when we won the League Cup in 1980. And then there are lots and lots of managers. Obviously, the one we've got now is getting absolutely lots of praise, quite rightly. He's doing a brilliant job, and the big thing, he's getting backed by the owners, because obviously some managers like Mick McCarthy, who I know Mick very well.
Oh my God, you don't!
I know Mac. I know Mac. Yeah. So
I had a right crush on him when I was younger, right? And the only thing I wanted for Christmas was the Mick McCarthy autobiography. Yeah. And I opened a Christmas present, and it was this frowsy dressing gown, you know what I'm saying? And I just threw it away. I was absolutely mortified, but I didn't know that the autobiography was tucked in the dressing gown.
Yeah,
Mick McCarthy, eyes of blue, 6'2". Mick McCarthy's after you. It's the Irish. We can't help ourselves, man.
No, Mick was great, and if he'd have had the backing, say the financial backing and everything that Nuno's getting, I think Mick would have done, really well as well. I mean, he did well anyway, keeping us in the Premier League for 2 seasons, then going out in the third. But who knows what he could have achieved if he'd have got the backing. But the Fosun are in there now, and they're backing Nuno, and he's doing very well.
He most certainly is. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so nice to see, just to sit down and just watch. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm born and bred in Birmingham. And it's nice to see the Midlands teams up there in the Premiership. Well, some of them up there in the Premiership. Oh, dear. Yes, some of them. Not all of them, just a few of them. But honestly, but you commentate now. And this is obviously the thing to lot. Is it easy remembering all them names, or do you have them written on a piece of paper?
Well, yeah, you've got the team sheet I have the team sheet in front of me, and I actually have put where they're all playing, etc., and whatever. So I can refer to it. But the beauty of it is, I know pretty well all the Wolves players anyway, because I'm watching them every game, whether it's home or away. At home, most of the time I've been to Molineux. Not every game, but a lot of the time I can actually go. I know nobody else can, apart from obviously the officials and then the press. But so that's it. It's a really weird sensation, Dee, because you're so used to the crowd being there, and it's just very eerie in a big stadium that holds 30 plus thousand, and then there's only a handful of people in there, and it's weird. It really is. But
and this is kind of like, you hear it sort of like when you're watching a football match and stuff, and you actually do hear like all the managers. It's constantly, oh, it's so different because the fans aren't here. It's so different because, and I think that does have an effect on the players and the game.
Oh yes, it's different. I think that's why you've got some strange results, especially a lot of clubs have got. There's not the home advantage is gone. That's why you've got. You've just mentioned that you supported Liverpool. That's why Liverpool have lost games at Anfield, which they wouldn't normally do, because there isn't the crowd there. The crowd was the 12th man, really. Definitely.
I mean, it helps that we've got no players either. I mean, all of them are, ours are to fill up a hospital ward at the moment. It's
Yeah, they've suffered, massively with the loss of key players. But the other thing is the fans as well. Yeah, it's as a lot of teams would be very strong at home and not so strong away. That hasn't materialised. It's pretty well no difference really. Because
see, and that's it. You might as well, it is 1,000,000% about like atmosphere, and that's the thing. It's kind of like, I can't, when you've got all these like TV screens and you can't have a Zoom crowd. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's the Zoom crowd. Oh, here's the Zoom crowd. All right then. It's kind of, it is like, obviously, fingers crossed, all that will change because I'm just watching these that over here. They're having I'm going to tell quite a few of these people off here now. Yeah, and
no, you can't tell anybody off.
I can, Mel, and I will, Mel. Honestly, talking about me, Dee's not fussy. Dee has a crush on everybody. Right,
You do?
Well, I do. I'm allowed. I haven't got a type, Mel. I haven't got a type. So we've got a question here. Have you ever had a Chris Kamara moment?
I've met Chris Kamara, and Cammy's great. Yeah, we were both. I remember once we were both injured at the same time, so we were both at Lillishall at the time. They go to the new place now, but it was Lillishall where all the players went to get rehabilitation after you'd had an injury or an operation or whatever, And I was there for about a few days to about a week with Cammy there. Got to know him. Yeah, great guy. Yeah, funny lad, but good lad. Good lad.
It's kind of like what kind of I want to know. Obviously, when you're commentating on games, you've obviously got to have that little bit of professionalism about you. But surely the fan in you sometimes has got to come out.
Well, it does, yeah. I'll tell you something. We played at the first season of Nuno being there. We were doing really well, and we had a really important game. We were away at Middlesbrough, and the referee made a decision not to do anything when Helder Costa was all the way through, and the lad tripped him up. The left back for Middlesbrough tripped him up, and he didn't give anything. I was going absolutely ballistic. I'm going, what on earth is going on? Anyway, he comes back down. Then I think the Wolves players were going apoplectic. They were going mad, saying he's clean through, and the referee's done nothing. He's just took him down, and he said, play on. And Wolves ended up that game because it went into absolute mayhem because everybody in the ground could see what had gone on, apart from the referee. And there wasn't VAR then. And then, of course, I went mad. I said the referee's lost it. He's absolutely lost the plot. And what I didn't realize, they'd done me a favour. Is he'd pulled the plug out of my mic. Guy that I was doing the thing, because I was on the BBC. He pulled the plug out and he just looked at me as if to say, "If you settle down now, Mel, I'll put you back on."
Oh, you see, and this is the thing, I've done it myself because I'm absolutely useless with technology. When you think you've logged off something and you just completely haven't. But that is to show the passion, I think, and that's the thing.
It was, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think hopefully I've got a bit because obviously I'm doing it for BBC WM a lot of the time, so I have to be objective in what I say. But I think people can know that, obviously, as a Wolves fan and an ex-player, I do actually admit, I say, look, obviously, I'm going to be biased in Wolves' favour, but I'm going to be trying to be objective and give praise where it's due. and give and criticise where I think I should be saying the lad should have done better, or whether
Do you know
whatever team, you know.
Gives it away with that, Mel. I think what gives it away with that is that when you say, oh yeah, good goal by Villa.
whereas for Wolves, it's
yeah. Oh bloody hell! And that's, I've always wanted to know that, because obviously when you watch the commentators and stuff, it's very rarely that you get the commentators commentating on the teams that they support, I suppose.
Well, that's
Do you know
why,
what I'm saying?
Well, the most important things, that's why the referees can't referee their own team, because obviously that'd be really difficult, wouldn't it?
See, I don't know. Surely some of these refs have to be a little bit on the bias side.
Well, I agree with you, yeah. But I can't. I think there is. It's just human nature that if you're, say, if you're playing at, say, Old Trafford in front of 70,000 people, which it is now, most of them are going to be Man United supporters when the crowds are in. Obviously, when most of them are going to be Man United supporters, so you're going to think twice about giving. That's why they never get a penalty against them at Old Trafford. That's why you're going to think twice about play on. Whereas if it's the other end and it's a Man United go into the opposing area, all the crowd go, "Oh, penalty!" Yeah, penalty.
And this is the thing, like, you'd be standing there and you'd be thinking, "Oh, this crowd don't sound too happy. Let me just point at the spot here." But what do you think about VAR?
I thought there was going to be no swearing on this show.
I think we've decided bollocks isn't actually a swear word. So use the word. If you use the word bollocks in your answer, you're all right.
Absolutely, yeah.
So VAR
is video assistant referee. The technology is absolutely brilliant. The challenge comes. It's a bit like the latest technology in anything. It depends who's using it. So it's the officials that are interpreting the laws of the game that sometimes make their interpretation of the laws of the game or what's happened, even using VAR, doesn't agree with the vast majority of people that are watching it and the commentators such as myself, then that's where there's a problem. And unfortunately, they're making too many. They haven't got it. They haven't got it right yet. But it's not the technology itself. It's just the use of it. They're not using it properly.
And I think what's so frustrating is, right, obviously, you know, when it comes down to like a hair sticking out on your arm, you know.
I'm glad you said your arm anyway. Then.
Yeah. You know that one hair that's just poking through the shorts, and it's like no goal. Oh my gosh! It's like,
yeah.
But again, it's something in the game that's not going to please everybody, is it?
No, I think they've got to make it more. It's got to be if it's pretty well, yes, no, black, white. Then you can put up with that. You know, if it's saying there, but it's the ones where you're still going to get the decisions, and the biggest ones for me aren't the offside ones, although they can be very controversial. It's these handball, these penalty decisions, whether it's a handball, whether somebody's was the contact or wasn't there, and a lot of the time, the decisions that the referee makes from instinctively, they will be right vast majority of the time. when they slow it down and they do these things with the VAR, they inevitably blooming make the wrong decision at time more times than they should do. They're not going to get, or you're not going to get 100% because you've got there's human decisions come into it. So human beings, we're not perfect. The technology's and they haven't got the technology. It's where they freeze the frame. If they freeze the frame on that line at one, and then the next line, he's offside, and the next line that way, he's not offside. You're thinking, well, and then that's who decides that? Who decides when they stop it? You know, when you're thinking rare, and so there's human error comes into it as well. So.
See, someone said here that they think that VAR should be run by ex-players and not like officials.
Well, I think they should have more people that have got a clue about how the game how the game works. Yeah.
Oh,
it would help. I agree. It would help to have played the game because you understand. You know when somebody's been tripped and when they haven't been tripped, whether they're feigning anything, whether they're falling over and nothing's happened, and or whether something is intentional or somebody's running. If somebody's running alongside somebody and then they blast the ball at them and their hands up, their hands there because it's a natural running thing, you're saying, oh, and they still give a penalty. You're going, what? Because you've got crazy situations now, Dee, that people in the penalty area, when defenders, they're trying to play the game with their hands tied behind their back.
See, I was thinking, and that's
so unnatural,
isn't it?
Because they're frightened of giving a penalty away. So they come up to people like that instead of their arms there to just balance them. That you'd go like that, wouldn't you, to jockey somebody? You wouldn't put your arm. You wouldn't go like that with your hands behind your back. It's stupid.
You know what's got me? What's this now about this lying down behind the wall? Because
that's the draft excluded position.
Getting paid that amount of money just to have a lie down and have a nap. It's like, oh, poor bugger, he's gone down for a look. What on earth is he doing down there?
I bet you the one that volunteers for that, it's gone. You get everybody going. Well, who wants to be the draft excluded position? Who wants to be on the end of the wall? I go, I'll be the draft excluded. I can have a lie down for a minute.
Honest to God. I mean, that's my kind of job, you know, one of them ones. I'll run up one end of the pitch just lying down. What was I going to say? Who's the best ever? Now, this is a bit like weird because obviously you're one. Who would you rate as the best ever Wolves player? Now, personally, I'd say you. Because you dug them out of some hole. They were up and down. You dug Wolves out of some right holes back in the day.
Best ever Wolves player?
Yeah.
Well, you've got, I mean, I've met a lot of the 50s lads as well. So, like your Billy Wrights and Peter Broadbent and people like that, Jimmy Mullen. Got my first pair of boots, first pair of proper football boots, Winnick Jupiters, not Adidas or Nike, Winnick Jupiters, pair when I was about 10. Got my first proper pair of football boots, was from Jimmy Mullen's shop in Broad Street, Wolverhampton.
Wow. Huh?
So, I mean, you can't, for me, I mean, obviously I played with some great players. I mean,
there's some controversy going on in this chat because someone's put Emlyn and then someone's put no Mickey Stowell and then someone's put no Emlyn.
Well, obviously I played with the great Emlyn Hughes, Andy Gray, John Richards, Kenny Hibbett. You know, you got the team that I watched as a kid. You see, the thing is, this is the big thing, Dee. You're a football supporter, so I supported Wolves, and I stood on the terraces for at least, say, 10 years or more, 11 years actually, because I was 7 when I first went on there. And I didn't miss many games after that. So for 10 years plus, because I signed at 18, I'm standing mainly in the North Bank. It could have been the enclosure, the South Bank, and what have you as well. But mainly from the North Bank, I'm watching these players. And there were some players that I'd watched for virtually 10 years that were still there, like your Derek Parkins and what have you. So I'm then in the same dressing room. I'm going to work every day, most days, with these people that I've been kind of singing about and got the posters on my bedroom wall, and I'm playing with these now.
See,
I mean,
and
how good is that?
Starstruck?
The first week or so, I didn't know whether to ask for their autograph or what. I'd got my autograph book in my pocket. but we had the thing. It would have been selfies, but we hadn't got these then.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's mad, isn't it? The little books, you all have books now.
Yeah, it was the little autograph books.
Instagram live, this live, that live, honest to God. But listen, Mel, before you go, we've got one very, very, very important question. What's your favourite cob?
Cob?
Yeah.
Cob? We used to, I tell you what, when I was a kid, in my dad's pub, they always used to have cheese and onion cobs.
Say.
Really good. You couldn't beat with your pint cheese and onion cobs. That's what on the bar. They were always there. You used to make cheese and onion cobs, and then there was also some. What else was there? The main thing was cheese and onion cobs. You had ham cobs as well, but I preferred the cheese and onion cobs. I think it was the onion as well with them that was there, because I like cheese and onion crisps.
Do you? Is that your favourite crisps? Cheese and onion crisps?
Well, that was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, yeah.
But now you're an adult. What?
I like the salted, but salt and vinegar sometimes, yeah.
Say now,
more so.
Oh, what was that? Have you just flicked something at me? Sorry, someone's just hit me in the head. VAR.
I was going to say VAR. That reminds me of when I played, and we had a game at the old Den Millwall, and
them ones, ain't they?
I know, rough. Talk about rough. And then I played at the old bowling ground, West Ham as well. They were friendly as well. Blooming hell. I was running up the touchline because I played left wing then. I either played up front or on the left, and I was playing on the left this night. And all I could feel I was thinking there's bloody gnats or something here on me legs. I'm thinking, oh, that's sharp. I thought I'd been bitten. They were only throwing bloody bricks and bloody anything that could get hold of off the little things, just little bricks, little things. I played that game 10 yards away from the touch. I usually went right to the touchline. I played the whole game 10 yards away from the touchline on the one side of the pitch. First half, we went to look at the pitch. Went to look at the pitch at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock kickoff at the old Den at Millwall, and they said, "Oh, these lovely people, salt of the earth, these Londoners, isn't they? You know what I mean?" And
salt of the earth. I could think of something else for them. Do you know
anyway,
what I mean? I'm really joking to anyone in here from down south. I love you all. I love you all.
No, I've got loads of love them to bits. But it was a wake up. It was a wake up call for us because we got things thrown at us, and they were looking at there, and they were going, "You ain't gonna get out of here alive, you." Yeah.
You're thinking, oh my God, I only want to play football. Did you let them win?
We've come to play a football match here, and we were only kids, and you're thinking, well, wow, and you're thinking, well, who were these people? You're thinking they were like really 18, 19-year-old you. Were 40, 50-year-old dockers with Dr. Martens on, skinheads. They wanted to. They wanted to rip our heads off, and this was 2 o'clock, an hour before the game. We were just going out to look at the pitch.
Yeah, I swear, honest to God, I'm telling you, I was supposed to do anything to put the opposition up. Now, Mel, before you have to go, right, because it's the end of the month, right? Well, it's the last show before the end of the month. We run a competition all through the month. We run a competition for, like, you know, to guess who the guest is, etc., etc. Now, because it's the end of the month, we've got a big prize draw where the winner could win a Balls to Cancer football jersey. Would you do us the honour of announcing this winner in kind of commentary style?
You wanted BBC commentary style, El chap. Okay.
BBC is a bit. I don't mind if you sway a little bit from BBC, but I want to feel the drama as well while this is spinning.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Right. You ready? You ready? Right. Go.
And this is building up now. We've got the draw for this month's celebrity winner.
Right, hang on a minute. I'll tell you why. He's already won a football top, so we're going to go again, right? Now, the drama of the spin, Mel, yeah? That's it. Go.
Oh, my word. It's coming now. What's it going to land on? Who's going to get it? The drama of the spin? Yes! And Dee is going to read it out.
She's won one as well. Hang on a minute. Right, first time
and it's been ruled out. And you know what's ruled it out, Dee, don't you? VAR.
Right, you ready?
Sorry. There's two. We've had two very close decisions, but VAR have ruled them out. And we're going for a third one. And it's going to be... And I can't see.
Oh, back.
I can't see. I can't. Taylor, Jamie Taylor.
Well, hey!
We have a winner, Jamie Taylor. And we've got it. Just hold on, Dee. We've got to run it through VAR. There is a check going on. And it's passed the VAR check.
There you go.
Jamie Taylor.
Jamie Taylor. It's this bloody glare on these flipping things. I can't see a blooming thing. Well, listen, Mel, you know how much everybody at Balls to Cancer absolutely loves you. You're a legend. And we thank you so, so much for all your support. We can't wait to see those knobbly knees in June sometimes. I'll get the powers to...
I can't wait to give everybody a hug. Mark, Susan, Jean, obviously. My love to you all. No, thoroughly enjoyed it, Dee. It's gone too quickly, really. It flies, doesn't it? So
it does, and that's the thing. You kind of look down, and it's like, but I don't want to give them any ideas because they'll be extending me for an hour and a half soon, and they'll be doing it for the same pay. I'm only joking. Listen. You know what that Mark's like. No, I'm only joking. Mel, listen, thank you so much. And again, if you just tell us what do they do, where do they go for the book on the 3 E's?
Mel Eves, MELEVES.com. So it's just www. If you have to put that in, but I don't think you need that nowadays. It's just MELEVES.com. And just put your name and your email in, and you'll get my ebook.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, Mel, thank you so much for joining us on the Thursday evening. There's some footy on in a minute anyway, so I shall just flip my head round and watch some footy. But God bless you, Mel. Everybody said thank you very much from everybody at Balls to Cancer. Jean, she said she loves you too. And yes, until next time.
Big love to Jean. And I'll see. Yeah, look forward to seeing everybody soon. And
It's the 10th anniversary, Balls to Cancer 10th anniversary. So fingers crossed, end of November, we might be able to
we'll
see
be
Mel
that will be all right. Yeah, we should be all right to have a. That'll be a really, really special one. So
most definitely, most definitely. Mel, you take care, my darling, and I will see you soon.
Yeah, look forward to that, Dee. And
bye, love.
Big love to everybody. Cheers.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you. Oh, bless him. What an absolute legend. God bless him. And he has, it's like I said, he's been a supporter of Balls to Cancer for, well, longer than, well, I'm going to say longer than me, but yeah, of course, longer. Why is everything suddenly gone red? My screen's gone red.
Mad ting.
Yeah, mad ting. She says mad ting. No, you lot have been really, really naughty. And I'm going to catch up with all your comments. And I shall be messaging you personally with my telling offs. Yeah, how lovely was Mel? Hashtag girl child. You didn't keep up. You weren't very great with passing on like the comments.
I've said this to you time and time again. I'm sick and tired of giving you signals and you ignore me. So I'm done with this.
Apparently, she's sick and tired of telling me. She keeps giving me signals and I ignore her. I'd never ignore you. Teresa, Teresa's in here now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, she can see her mate. She can see her mate in here. Yeah, apparently I went all romantic screen. It was a romantic screen.
Yeah, it's disappeared now, which is weird.
So how did that happen?
I couldn't.
Yeah, bring back Madge, McBride said. Bring back Madge. Oh, Madge has been really poorly, guys, but Madge will be returning to our lives next week. So there you go. So congratulations to Jamie Taylor, who is the winner of the end of the month draw. We'll have to do so because it's fair, isn't it, Clay?
Right.
I did write to sort of, redraw that. So I'll be messaging Jamie Taylor and asking him to contact Balls to Cancer. So that's not too bad. I think we can pen Mel in for the All-Stars football game at the end of June.
Ooh.
And we can get him on our flyer for our Balls to Cancer Christmas ball. Yes, it's on the Balls to Cancer social media. If you haven't got your tickets, you need to be getting them because it's going to be an absolute amazing night, and we all need it, to be fair, because like I said, things have not been great for any of us, have they? And they're slowly getting back to normal. And like Mel said, oh my God, a hug. I'm telling you now, I just can't wait to get back to hugging. You guys have been amazing. You haven't really. You've been a bit naughty. But see, price rises, ticket price. Balls to Cancer Christmas ball tickets. The prices rise on the 1st of April. And that is not a joke. We are being deadly serious. So if you want an early bird ticket, then get in now. Yes, Teresa, we'll send you a message about the footy match, no problem. I don't think we've put the date in just yet, exact date, but it will be towards the end of June. Kirsty, honest to God, sweetheart, if you get a chance, get that wheelchair blinged right up, my darling, because we would love to see you in Wolverhampton. So there you go. Anything else, child? No. Fingers crossed. We'll be able to bring you some news shortly about some amazing fundraising events that are taking part, all to raise money for the amazing Balls to Cancer. So until next week, guys, feel free, share, drop a visit to ballstocancer.com and pick up your merch. I love you all loads. So until next week, over and out. I haven't forgotten anything yet. Have a boss? He'll probably message me in a minute. I don't think I've forgotten anything, have I? No. Forgot my name. Listen, I love you. Thank you so much for all your support. Until next week, it's goodbye from Oi. What's that mean, Oi? So I think I have forgotten something.
What have you forgotten?
I don't know. The boss has just gone Oi. So what have I forgotten? You check your WhatsApps. No, he hasn't WhatsApp, so I can't be in trouble. Last Saturday in June, it's because I'm ignoring him. Last Saturday in June is the All Stars football game. Mel's just put in much love. Oh, much love back at you, Mel. You've been an absolute amazing guest. And just to let you know that our word bollocks was actually come up in subtitle as something completely different. But yeah, listen, guys, until next time, these two have eaten. I'm absolutely starving. Take care. Love you all loads. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, now you pipe up.
What? You're stabilized now.